No more F-bombs.
Okay, trying, I'm sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you F-bomb this time, you take a day off work.
Oh shit. Well, that's not a good one.
Well, that's what I'm letting you know.
Okay.
You said it 5 times yesterday, and after the first time, you should have realized it.
Okay.
All I want you to do is not swear during the video. You swear whenever you feel like it, but not during the video.
I understand.
You swear, take the next day off.
I understand.
Okay, good. All right, what we're gonna do. Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad. Queen Jolene's on the camera, and Colton is in the house. We're gonna try to mess with the back window today, and the reason we're gonna mess with the back window today, because that's where we're at. We've got it welded up in the front now. It's secure. We've got nothing done with the side windows yet, but we're gonna mess with the back windows, or the back window. Not sure where we're gonna go with it yet, but we're just gonna bring it out and we're gonna try to put it in there. I'm gonna bring it back out. We already put it in there once to see what it looked like, and it did not fit. We're gonna do it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that window. I'm gonna hand it to you and you're gonna help me put it on there. That's what we're gonna do. And what I really want is I really want the back window in the car, because the back window in the car, I think will make it look really, really streamlined. Is what I'm thinking. This back glass is what?
This back glass is tempered.
Tempered. Perfect. All right, let's put it in its groove where it's supposed to go.
Bottom first?
Let's try that. And let's just go easy on it. Let's go easy on it. Now. Now, what I'm seeing here, just let it down here, let it down the front. What I'm seeing is, is we got right there, it's hitting. Back there, it's not hitting. So what I'm thinking is, if I cut that out, it would go down a little bit. What I want to do now is I just want to see if the window is even looking good. Come here, Colton, take a look. You might as well look too, as I'm looking. If the back window stayed here, in all honesty, if we cut this roof up here, if we cut that roof, it would probably look like this, would it not? What do you think? You know, like it's kind of looking straight. It's kind of looking nice right there. But if we bring, leave that alone. If we bring this down to match the roof, doesn't it seem like it's going to be like this?
Yeah,
does it seem like that to you, Jolene? Anyways, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to cut this out, and we're going to mark it, and we're going to cut it. So I'm going to mark it. You can see where it's laying on here. I want to see something. I want to keep cutting it until that comes out. It's kind of not very good in there anyways. But let's do this. Let's cut it back that far. Nope. Let's cut it back. Let's cut it back to here so I can do it on both on the same side. We're just going to cut this groove out here where the window's sitting in here. We're going to cut that channel out. I'm going to go to the other side. See that little indent there, Colton? Mm-hmm. I see you got a grinder. Are you going to cut the window, are you?
No, I just noticed that.
Can you cut the back window?
No.
Right. Good job.
Shatter.
It'll shatter. So we're gonna end up zip cutting this out and getting it down a little bit. And the reason being, it's not going to be able to sit in there anyways, because we're up in the back by about a finger mark, and we're still not right up the front. Let's pull this back window out. Now, what's going to happen is, I'm going to let you hold the window. Can you grab the window by yourself?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. I'm going to get the bench, and then we'll bring the bench right out with the window. And the reason being, I don't want you to swear during the show, because there's a lot of people that don't like it. And it took me a while to learn. And
we're learning though.
You're going to have to learn.
Yeah. Correct.
And the only way you learn is by consequences. So that's the way it's going to be. I want to cover that window up, please and thank you, with a blanket. Let's do this. Cover that up. I'm going to cut out what I need to cut out. So as you can tell, we're probably going to end up cutting, well, we are going to have to cut this section of the roof. We're going to have to do something like that. But I just want to get this cut out here. And then we really can tell more of what's going on. Yeah. Let's say more or not. Maybe I should just bite. Nope, gonna do it. I'm gonna cut that. Grab a pair of those pliers there, Colton. Channel locks. You can see them channel locks? No. Yeah, them ones will work, but them ones are better, I find. No.
Over here?
No, right there.
Here? Oh, these guys.
Yeah, them ones are better. See if you can pull that piece of metal out. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth. Don't destroy any of the metal that's around it. Just try to wiggle it back and forth, try to get it out. Right out easy? Yeah. Good. Good, good, good. A little surgery. This little tab here come off. Let's kind of cut that off. Just trying to get it so if we have to sink it in there, we can. And in all honesty, you want to cut that out as neat as possible. I know we're kind of hacking at it right now, but we want to get the metal out of there. So when we set the window back in, we'll see where it's going to go. Probably what would be best if we took and put the die grinder in there a little bit and round it off. You got a die grinder on that side?
It's hanging up.
You hung it up, did you?
I did.
Right on. And thank you. I'm going to give that to you. And you're just going to round it off in there, that piece of... I'll show you what I want done so you know what's going on. Just take your die grinder, see all that sharp stuff? See how sharp that is?
No one here too on the edge?
Well, just you can do that edge, but just round that off. Round that, so there's no sharp stuff there. Don't take any paint off the outside of the car if possible. Good enough. Let's try the window again. Just going to keep trying it until I think that you stay over there. I'll pass it to you. All right, let's put it back in the groove. Back in the groove. And let's see what happens. I gotta go your way a little bit. Yeah, see how that window dropped down in there a little bit?
It did drop a lot.
Now, see where we're at now? Push your window back there, Colton buddy. Just back there. Is it hitting there now? Is it hitting somewhere?
Right here.
Okay, that's good then. That's where it's at. Okay, so now we are inside the hole of that part. So what we know for sure is got your marker?
I do.
Just trace that along there. We know for sure the window's got to go at least that far to make it work. I don't like the pressure being down on the window like that, but again, trying to hold it open because it could. I'm just going to tip back and take a look at it. So obviously, this piece here has got to be cut and moved. Let's take the window back
Now,
out.
question while you're right there.
Yeah, go on. What?
The angle here, how is this going to sit with this? Don't we got to get past this to get that straight in? Does that make sense?
What's going to happen is, not worried about that at all.
Okay.
Not one bit. What we're going to do is we're going to make this fit the top, and then we can make metal go to this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once it's in there in the position, once we get the angle right, then we're set.
So
Doesn't matter if the window is setting here, or if it's setting in on the other lip. If it sets down in the other lip. If it has to set down in there, because there's see it's on this lip right now where the window was before. It doesn't generally sit in there like that. What happens is the rubber. This window part is probably inside this shape here. It's inside that, and the rubber holds the window in. Is what I'm thinking. On the front, that's the way it was. Anyways, remember when we cut the rubber off, the window wasn't past the lip. It was sitting in front of the lip. So I'm thinking the back is the same. I'm not positive sure. I might have to go back to the video and take a look. But as that window sits down in there like that, that window's not supposed to sit down there like that. That window's supposed to be up equal with that pinch weld. The rubber sits down there, and then the rubber holds the window. Also with this one, the rubber goes on the pinch weld, and then the rubber holds the window in the front of the pinch weld. So the window is right here actually, in front of this pinch weld. So in actual fact, if they had no rubber in it, and we had the back window in there, and there's no rubber in it, the window would fall down through the hole.
Right through. Yeah.
Okay? So now we know we got that in there.
What's coming out? You got it.
Now we're gonna do some surgery and cut that back. Cut the back of the roof. What can I say? I think Colton said there's a few comments about we're going too fast. Thank you. Some people say we're going too slow. Well, you'll have to try it. What I'm going to say is, right now, the back window, this piece here, if you want to come take a look, Jolene, for a second.
I get a little wider over there.
That's okay. That's okay. We have it in there maybe a little crooked, that's all. What I'm going to do, or what we're going to do, is you can see this back cross member here. We're going to cut that back cross member, and we're going to move it where it needs to be moved. So we're going to come along here with a zip cut. Oh, nice. Cut right straight along there, come right down. We're not going to try to take the spot welds off that. I don't feel like we're going to. We probably could. And that way there, I could use it up here, but we could just cut it off. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to cut it off, take the time and drill that, and it probably won't work in the other place anyways. So what's going to happen is we're going to take a zip cut and go along here, right along this piece, and cut the roof. Did you want to cut that, or you want me to cut it?
Doesn't matter.
I'll let you cut it. Just seeing where you're...
Doesn't matter to me, man.
Okay, sounds good. Now, what I'm going to tell you is, I do not want you to... What I don't want you to do, I don't want you to stick it in there and just go... Take it and go across the roof, maybe. You know, follow that, this piece here, follow that all the way across. Mm-hmm. Put a line in it, and then come back and do it again. And just keep cutting it that way, sort of. Okay. And then once it gets thin, then you can put your grinder through it and cut it. And the reason being is, I don't want to get this all hot and get it distorted a little bit, because the grinder obviously does cause heat. It does
I need to
cause
get some
heat.
glasses on
You need
this
some
one.
glasses. What's that, sweetheart? Does he need seeing eye glasses? You got your seeing eye
I
glasses?
just gotta take my contacts out.
Well,
I got my contacts in right now.
okay.
I'll do that.
Well, what I'm telling you is I want that along. I don't want you cutting into that rib. Okay?
Sorry? Wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. I don't want you cutting into that rib. See what I'm doing there?
I think you're scoring it.
You see what I'm doing? See how I just laid my grinder against that and it's going across?
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
I might put my student eyeglasses on for the next round.
I'll do this one.
Are these bifocal? Fuck. Oops. Bifocal.
Just get in the car.
Are they bifocal? Do you get the ones that are bifocal?
Yes, they probably are.
Do you got ones that aren't?
Jolene bit her lip when you did that.
I almost had.
Anyways,
So,
we'll give you. Just run it along that. See how you got to run along there? Hey, you run back there. That, lay your zip cut along against that and just run it across. And if you feel like you can't do it, hand it over. Yeah. Now you're going right down to here. We stop when you hit there. Don't cut this.
okay.
Don't cut this. Just come down to it, and that's it. And then we'll figure it out from there.
I might get you to this angle. I don't feel comfortable in there.
Just keep it straight, Kurt. Careful. Looks good so far. Huh? Looks good so far. Keep going, man. All right. You come out and I'll get the rest.
But this corner's.
Just the corners?
Screw that one up.
No?
No.
All right, sounds good here.
I made it that.
Take that
far.
back.
We're good.
Please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have to get this piece out. I'm just kind of wondering how we are going to get that out, but we got to get it out. There a little ways, but I guess it's going to have to be. This one here is a little better. Just trying to get that obviously out.
Want to hold it again?
I'm going to get a bigger blade and we're going to see if we can cut that through. Thank you. He's on the mark now.
Watch that now.
You can hold that. Yep. Let's see if I can get it cut off.
You best start going inside, you think, maybe?
No, hold it from the other side. It's not going to be that heavy, I don't think.
Just want to see if we can go.
All right, I'm coming to your side. Actually, I'm gonna see what's going on here. All right, got a hold of it? Ah, she's free.
Free?
Yeah.
I'll switch sides there.
All right.
You're not completely free over here, Dad, I don't think.
Not free over there?
Right in here.
I
No.
have to get in.
Gotta get in a little deeper. Get a little deeper.
All right. Your side's free. I'm pretty sure it's moved. Wait a second now. We're on by a hair.
I'm not gonna push this side.
It's off, isn't it? No. Watch your eyeballs. Ah! I'll have to come over and get it. Yeah, we're either gonna butt weld that piece back on is what I'm thinking. But it basically depends, what it depends on what we got the window looking like. You know what I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna go in there and do that.
Watch your eyeballs, okay?
Let's twist it off. Just held on by. Okay, just a second. I can move and do it. Just put that aside for a second, if you will. Now, what we've done here, we've just cut it off, and I just cut it off with this. You can see how I cut it off. Just cut it off with this width here, and then it'll have to be dealt with after. But we've got the lip now for the window. To me, where the roof has fell a little bit, it obviously fell a little bit going across the middle. It does not bother me, and the reason being is, still looks good, still high, still got a nice grade to it. You can see this grade right here, still got that to it. Let's try on our window coating. Our window's gonna fall in there now, because we've cut it so far back. But what I didn't want to do is what did I not want to do? I did not want to try to cut the roof skin off that inside construction, I guess. It's what I didn't want to do, or maybe that's what I should have done. Just looking at this right now. No, I want to weld the inside. Let's see what happens. Nope. What I was thinking is I could have cut the skin off and then move the skin back, but I could not cut the skin off and move it back because the inside construction would have still been there. And I would have had to cut the inside. See that on the end? Just so you know. See, we remarked it. If I wanted to take it back and move it back this far, I couldn't move it back because this inside construction would hold it back.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I just cut all the inside construction out and we'll put it back where it has to be. Let's put the window in. You go to the other side. So basically, in all honesty, we're doing what we have to do to get it done. Doing what we have to do to get it done. Now, let's put it on the inside. See this piece in here? That's where I'm hoping that it fits. Do not, if it jams up on anything, just let me know. You okay? Everything seemed fine? Nothing's moved, or are you on, just a second. Where are you at on your top? Are you right on your outside of your metal?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm outside of the white metal.
Where you're on, can you come my way just a little?
I'm back on the bottom now, though.
Go back in the bottom there.
I can come your way just a little bit, yes, I can.
No, just leave it. Okay, we'll leave it like that for a second. It's not going to fall in, is it?
No, not that I can see, no.
Okay. We got a nice thing going on there. All I want to do is see the window. I think we got to come down some more. The reason we got to come down some more, because it's sitting up a little bit. Like I can push that window. Ouch. Push that up a little bit, see? That'll work. But we want the right angle on the... Okay, let's... Just trying to think now. If I wonder if I can stick that thing up underneath that and then lay the window on top of that and see what happens. Let's take this off. What I'm planning on doing is we're going to take the window out. We're going to take this piece where that line is. We're going to try to shove that underneath this and get it up inside there if we can. See what happens. Just a second. I want to stand back and take a look where Jolene's at. Just want to take it back. It's getting close. Actually, if the roof come up a little bit, we'd have it. But the window could come down a little bit. What's that? No, I want to shove this piece underneath the roof. See, we cut it off there, right? I want to shove this so we have that lip, and it pops that roof up and match that window. Is what I'm thinking.
Shoving under just for like a look. You buckle originally.
I will after a bit. I'm gonna look at it one more time. And generally a nice thing that you can do is take a piece of round rod and put it on the roof and then bend it down where the window's going, and then you'll see if you got the right grade going on. I can see right now that I can bring the window down some, and I can bring the window down just by grinding that. Flatten that off.
Yeah, good.
And it'll let the window down some. We're okay back here because it's not above this piece. So we're good. It's just kind of a matter of making another channel or something to fit so the window will fit. And that's going to be work on our part, I guess. All right, let's pull this bad boy out. All right, let's do this. Let's get a grinder with a flapper wheel. Flat, it's over in that thing over there. Put the blanket back on that. Put the blanket back on the window, please and thank you. Got our grinder disc here. I'm just going to flapper wheel this down some. And the reason being, it'll help us get that in, and it'll let the window go down some. Okay. Now, what do I want you to do? Pay attention. I want you to let me see that thing again for a sec. What I'm doing here is I'm just flapper wheeling this piece so it's going up nice with this. See how that's going there flat? I want to flapper wheel that down a little bit. See how it's taller there than this there? So I want to flapper wheel that down some. Watch your eyeballs. I'm going to get you to do the other side. Mega amounts of paint on this car, mega. Well, you're trying to see this outside piece of metal, the outside piece here, you're trying to make that the same playing field as this. Give you a little line to go by. Shave your line off. Down. Going below. Let's do this up. Hey! Not what I wanted to do, but don't do that, Colton. Don't do what I did. No, I took it from you. I said, no, I took it from you. I'm gonna have to knock that off anyways to weld it, so. That's one good thing about it.
Window again?
No, let me see that bad boy again. I gotta go over this side. Knock that down a little bit on this side. Just right up in here. Nice. Let's put this piece in. See if we can get that across there. Just want to see if we can get underneath that. Actually, second now. As we let me see. The inside of this thing. See how the inside's hitting? Is your outside hitting?
I'm lined up perfect with this.
No. I know you're lined up perfect because that's where we cut. Is your inside hitting? Which piece of metal is hitting? On the outside or the inside?
Oh, right here on the outside. It's a bit like.
Okay, I got a big gap on my side.
I don't mind. I got a gap towards this way. Down here.
All right, I'm going to get you. Come over and hold my side. As you can see, on this side, I've got ½ an inch.
I got that. I got a little bit over there, but not as much.
Okay, just hold that for a second. Please and thank you. Because we're going to try to put it underneath that.
Over there.
Okay. But what's hitting is the inside.
I know, but wait. Oh, hitting on the inside.
Oh, light went off.
Yeah, for a minute. It takes a second sometimes.
It's okay. Same with me. I'm going to knock this off of this side.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because it's hitting on the inside. We can't get it underneath the roof because it's still hitting, right? So we'll just cut some off. I like to cut the same amount, but it doesn't look like the same amount.
Put it on the surgery table?
The floor. Yep.
Be on the floor.
Be on the floor. That's the surgery table. You know why? Because it never falls off. Now, let's turn her up this way. I'm going to cut this off. Hold that. The other side. Just be careful of that. Go with that for now. See what happens. I'm gonna scratch it up too much, but it's going to have to be dealt with somewhat. Now, see it in there good? Oh, see where your line is?
Yeah, I think I'm about a half inch to the bottom, that goes to a quarter inch to the top around that. You know what I mean?
Just a minute now. Mine's fitting. Excellent.
It's actually getting smaller.
Second. Okay. All right. Let's grab our window.
Is that far enough in for you right now?
We don't know. It's on our line. It's on our line. We don't know yet. You actually stay over there, and I'll pass it to you.
And we have to make that perfect pothole, right? You just score across the middle of here, right?
We'll get to it.
I've watched it do that a couple times.
Let's set it on the top. Get my fingers out of there. Let's sit on this one. Yeah, sit it on that one, and then we'll go slowly down. Okay, come up with me. Let's push this in a little bit further. All right, there. You're in?
Yeah, I know that. Hey, hello, window.
All righty. I want to come back and take a look at it. Not bad.
You say you're just going to build metal.
The back, to me, the back's got to come down more. to me, because you can see, come look at it. Well, it might come up. I can bring that up a little bit. See how that's down there? Go back there and look, and squat down. Can you see this little hump here?
Yeah, I do at the top.
Like it's going like this a little bit.
Not flowing.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Push up on the roof.
No doubt, we probably can. And that would shove that down in place. All right, Colton, inside, please. Jolene's making an executive decision. Now, I want you to push up in the middle of that brace. Just push up a little bit. Yep. That doesn't look bad, does it, sweetheart? Huh? Looks... Doesn't look bad. Now, see, this sort of stuff I feel like we're going to be making after. Also, that window's not coming down, like it's, well, that's where it's got to set. That's where it's got to set. And the window might not get a rubber. Like it might get something different. It might just get a glued in and flush fit it, whatever it takes to make the window fit. It's fitting nice back here. I mean, let's face it, I mean, that's really good back there. I mean, you're not gonna get much better than that. I feel like, push up the window again, please, Colton, in the center. It does make a difference. Do it again. That nails it right there, to be honest with you. Alrighty. I forgot to tell you, you gotta stay in there. No, I have to make up my mind. See, see where the window's not, got like that much? Nope, the metal right there, yeah, got that much there. On this side.
It looks about the same.
Yeah, well, this side, we've only got a little tiny bit, so we want to go that way just a little bit. Your way, just a little bit. And that's just a matter of grinding a little bit of metal off, or it might be right on the money where I whacked that with a grinder. I'm not sure. This piece here looks like it can be tilted back, like this thing here, and it looks like it could be like that. Does that fit your window better like that? Like if I tack that like that, it's right on that window. If you, second, go this side.
Not bad, I don't think, with the rubber in there.
No, we're not doing the rubber. Well, I'm not saying doing the rubber, but just watch for a sec. Just gonna tilt this back here like this. See how that tightened that up to the, we may as well tighten it. We may as well make it fit. Well, actually, we don't want it that tight. And the reason we don't want it that tight is because, why do we want that tight? Because of expansion of glass, I'm thinking. It probably should have at least, probably should have a little bit, that's for sure. That there's working out good for me. I don't mind that. We could add metal to that, make that fit. It's not above that. Sitting nice. Basically, I'm thinking that's where we want it.
So we're just gonna pop up?
Basically, yeah. I think what we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. This window definitely needs to be covered with something. Like we need to definitely get something on it. Like we haven't got it smashed and beat up yet, but we definitely need to get on to it with some tape or something. Just a second. Colton, what's that? What are you sucking on?
My bait?
Yeah. What job that you go to, you're allowed to suck on them things?
I don't know. I did it in the shop where I used to work.
Where's that?
Open Auto. Everybody else did. But not very many places, no.
No, you would never get a job sucking on that. You can't even go on an airplane and suck on that.
Bathroom.
You're gonna have, what you should do, you should wait till after the video, and then you suck on it, or on your own time. I know I'm right, or I wouldn't ask you.
I understand.
But yeah, yeah, I like it. So I think what we're gonna do is, I like the gap there. You must admit, the only way you're going to know is if I tell you.
That's the way it goes.
That's the only way you're going to know.
Unbiased opinions usually right.
This is what I'm going to do. What would you do in this matter? Well, basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it.
And that's where it sits.
Give it a little bit more room. How about we give it... I'm going to put my glasses on, I can see how much room. This is how much room we're going to give it. Right there. I want the glass to have that much room. Okay? If it has at least that much room, then we can, you want to hold that right there? I'm going to put a mark on it for you. So you can see that mark, and that's where it's supposed to be. Do that. Nice. Ah, don't like that. Did it move yours, did it? Huh? You're still good? I'm gonna put that in there. I like that. I want that. Just a second now. Tell me if your gap's still good. Should have at least that much, I'm thinking. What do you... Falls down pretty quick, don't it? Let's do this much gap then. Don't have too much.
Why don't you leave that right there? I guess the window's going to come out there.
I'm going to do that right there.
You put on my side.
Your gap's quite heavy on your side. That marker's no good. What? It is, isn't it? See right there?
I can come back and do it.
You say you got to come back on your line again. And then this is going to be turned. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Now we're talking. I don't mind that. Now, you got a marker, good marker? This line will let us know where we want it. And it'll also tell us where to clean our metal. Just a second, leave that. I want to come check that line before we do that. Are we a little bit far there, are we?
Yeah, oh yeah. You know what?
Terrible. You want to push it back in for me? A little bit? No, go back this way, towards the window, towards the window. Towards the window, towards the window, towards the window. It sure does change the gap on both sides, don't it?
Guys,
Like the gap got, to change the gap on that side, did it not? Yeah.
I'm going to hold this side here, let you try to move that one.
Okay, how's your gap on that side now?
Same as it was.
Okay, so that's where we want to be then. I'm thinking.
I mean, you want to take a second opinion on it, but I don't think
A second opinion, okay? I'm going to give it to you.
it might be a little bit, but that's not bad, does it?
Not bad. We'll go with that for now. Okay. XXXX.
Yes.
Got quite a gap going on there, but it is what it is. XXXXXX. We don't want that. And that's going to be turned down again because... Now, what am I thinking? All right, let's pull this window up. All right. Now, we're going to have to get some tape for this bad boy. Get something on it so it doesn't, nothing happens to it. We're going to pull this out. Yeah. You're going to take, I'm going to give you a new flapper wheel for that. What time is it, sweetheart?
50.
What?
50.
50? Okay, we're going to clean that off. I'm going to clean the roof off.
I'm cleaning this edge here.
You're going to clean that line.
I'll just scrape the whole line off.
Yes, yes, sir. That's the only way we would know is unless we marked it when we took it off, if you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Blend the line so you can see where it lines up.
No, we want, what's going to go on is, this is where we're going to be welding, right? So I want the metal clean. So
That's when we shove it back in. I don't want to take the line off.
you actually, probably the drill with the well, see how much paint's on. I think there's quite a bit of paint on it, actually. See how much paint's on it. And then we'll know. And then I can tell you what I want you to use for a tool to scrape off the paint. That makes sense. You can just as soon as you start, that's a lot of paint. So take it off so far and then do the rest with that. As soon as you start seeing metal, stop. Okay, move on. And I want you to strip it. I want you to strip all this. All the way along. See all right here? Yes, I want you to strip all that. We're cutting this edge off, but we want to be able to have, go past this line a little bit, you know. You don't have to strip this off because this is going to be getting cut off because we're going to zip cut it with this. Like you just said, remember you said I'm going to, right? So we'll strip all the paint off. See that line right here?
Yep.
Strip that all the way off, all the way over to here. And then when you're starting to hit metal with the flapper wheel, because it's going to hit it pretty quick because it's quite sharp. When you're starting to get close, lay off. Then you're going to take and dig this stuff off with a scraper. And then you're going to take your grinder and you can run it in there and strip that the best you can until you hit metal, sort of, like close. And then you're going to use that to finish it.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the zip cut and run it along the roof on this part and get this cleaned up. And that way there, when it comes time we put the window in, we'll have the metal clean to weld that piece in. And basically it's not even, what can I say? It's not close, well it's close. The window's close to getting where we want it to be, but there still has to be a bunch of work in order to make the window fit. Like we've got an opening sort of coming, but like I said, this stuff has to be dealt with. All in around here has to be dealt with. We have to deal with what's going on top of there. We have to deal with that, figure out what we're doing there. We have to figure out what we're doing. I don't think that we're going back to an original rubber. I don't think. But you never know. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. It's going good. If I do not communicate with Colton and let him know exactly how I feel and what I think, then he'll never know. And for me to build it up and then all at once say, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. So I'll just let him know, no swearing, and try to keep the vape in the pocket until you got your time. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it. I think the window's going to look amazing. Have a good one.